everyone, Trixie here, and as you can see, I'm in the kitchen because I will be making a potato starch and do a starch test as an activity in my biochemistry. So let's get started. First thing is, of course, take out the potatoes from our pantry and wash the potatoes. And now begin peeling off these potatoes, but I will only consume just 2. Next is to cut this into small pieces. Dicing the potatoes into 1-inch cubes will make the fruit easier to mix together in the blender. Next is place them in the blender. I will just add 1 cup of water, but you can add more water if needed. Next is place a container, then top it with a sieve cloth and pour the potato paste into it. After that, bundle the potatoes up in the cloth, then squeeze it to get as much water out as possible. And as you can see, this is the potato chaff. Allow it to settle for a few minutes until the starch will settle at the bottom of the container. And scoop out the foam. Next is to pour out the excess water. The starch will be mostly stuck to the bottom of the container, so you shouldn't have to worry about it as you pour the water out. So the starch is clearly visible now. Then add water again. Pour the clean water into the starch and stir it well. And again, allow the starch to settle for a few minutes. And after a few minutes, carefully decant the water. I am just going to repeat the washing process until the starch is clear. Let's begin the starch test. Now I'm gonna take a small amount and put it to a small container. And just add a small amount of water. Then stir it. The iodine starch test is a chemical reaction that is used to test for the presence of starch or for iodine. The polydine solution is what I am going to use. And add 3 drops of it to the starch solution. Starch is a polysaccharide consisting of 2 kinds of molecules, amylose and amylopectin. Amylose is the compound that is responsible for the blue color in the presence of iodine. Iodine dissolved in aqueous solution of potassium iodide reacts with starch producing a bluish color. Charge transfer between iodine and starch changes the energy level spacing in iodine or starch complex that are just so for absorbing the visible light, giving the complex its intense blue color.